Welcome back to Project Zomboid and the no melee shooting and exploding only run. The van is parked, or rather the truck. Everything is full here, everything is full there, and we have a duffel bag and a little school bag full of stuff. So, just like a responsible survivor, we're gonna have a bag in each hand while we drive over to our new base. There's one more little thing we gotta do while we're here, though. I kind of forgot to do. So I went through, all the places here again to loot whatever I deemed useful. And there was actually, what I had missed before, so there were some pliers in the gas station in one of the shelves. So we got that in terms of having something to create our bench with, our electrical bench. One thing I forgot about, I just remembered though, is somewhere here I think there should be another boot, a pair of hiking boots, since we got the hole in ours. Perfect, perfect. Now we just have to convince those zombies that were on the highway that I'm not interesting, and they should leave me alone and let me drive through, because we certainly can't fight while carrying two bags. I hope that the majority of them are still kind of on the side of the highway. They're on the middle. Oh boy. And not totally lag as we got to that huge crowd of zombie corpses there. Okay, I think that's past the worst of it. Now, I think instead of spending the whole day unpacking everything, we're probably just gonna drop the most important stuff off and then start working on that gas station that we scouted the other day. Because if we can secure that, and there's like a general store behind it, where we can get some more supplies, a little bit more food and stuff, then we kind of set up. More importantly, also can hopefully find some more electrical items to disassemble to get that level 3. And then we can build the electrical workbench and then can look at all the bombs that we can't build because we don't have the materials for it. So what I'm actually most interested in, so there's, I was looking for the list of the additional bombs on the workshop page for the extra bombs mod, and there is a propane tank bomb. So, the big brother of the pipe bomb, using one of those big propane tanks that you have on the propane grills, and using that as a base for your bomb instead of the pipe with a little bit of gunpowder. And that is a significantly increased radius, so large that you can't even throw it. You need to either use it with a timer sensor or with a remote trigger and trigger it from a distance. If that's not promising, I don't know what is. Safe and sound. Need it here. Drop this, drop that. Then sleeping bag and we have a tent in here. I would like to set that up. Probably back. E for pack tent or T for tent? What is it in another bag? It's tea. Now, with this super cozy, ow, and you know, roomy little base here, what are we gonna turn into our spot? Oh, there's no connection to this part of the base here. Is there? Oh, it's a wall. I'm running into a wall. Okay, that's slightly inconvenient. And we have this lower level down there, but I was thinking that that would be a perfect place for like a little, I don't know, little cinema. So we're going 2 floors up. That's the kitchen. That just screams bedroom to me, right? Let's unpack the tent and place it down. Boys. Then we unpack that sleeping bag into the tent. That is a lovely, comfy, average sleeping comfort zone. We got to pack up a pillow. I mean, we do have a pillow in the car, I guess. This certainly needs a quicker access. When and if we ever get a sledgehammer, I gotta remodel some of the way the pathways work here. Right. Drop off a bunch of stuff that I don't want to bring with me here. All the non-perishable foods. Straight onto this shelf. And I'm sure I'm going to rearrange everything in the kitchen, or in the base at some point. Put up top in the kitchen. Basically, already while I'm doing this, regretting doing this. Like, why do not just bring it right to the correct spot right away? Gives us some room here to work with. Now, in terms of ammo, how are we looking there? 2 boxes of shotgun shells here. Some 5.56 that I can't use. I'm just gonna actually grab all this stuff. All the gun stuff, all the ammo stuff. I'm gonna put that into this shelf, and then we can get a better understanding of what we actually have left here to work with. Hoping that everything actually fits into one spot. Oh, that's plenty of room. Anything back here? A couple 9mm rounds. Oh, there's plenty of boxes here. Any guns? Shotguns. Molotovs. I'm just gonna grab like 2 of those into my bag. Let's go. Alright. We have a whole bunch of 38 special. And 9 boxes of 45 auto. But we only have 1 magazine for the 1911, which I think is the one firing 45s. So I'm a little bit concerned about using the 9mm because we have 2 boxes left and whatever we have in at hand. So maybe we're gonna temporarily retire our trusted M9 pistol. And we're gonna grab a 36, which has much less stopping power. This is not a great pistol. So can't take the pistol sights. Then we're gonna open up, let's say, 4 of these boxes. I also think we're gonna rearrange some stuff here, so we have a potential loot bag for all the great loot we're gonna get without having to fight for it. Because that's totally what's gonna happen. Oh, the gas cans. Alright, and let's see. Let's not see. Yeah, since we have the shotgun on our back, right? Let's maybe take like a couple boxes of shotgun shells for the... if we need a little bit more stopping power. Or a little bit more noise generation. There's a zombie there. So we can test out the 38 here. Yeah, this is the biggest, in a weird way, the biggest part of this challenge is really dealing with individual zombies. Because you can't melee, you can't actually do anything in a quiet way. So even a single zombie is always going to be a shooting thing. With all the pros and cons that brings. I'm just gonna park up here. Double back and start shooting. Okay, we can one-top with that weapon. I was about to say something like, oh, I'm okay with taking 3 shots per zombie. Yeah, problem's really just having 5 shots in the drum. What, really? Out again? Okay, I need to... Okay, counting to 5 is sometimes a bit of a challenge. I turn off the engine. So far, it's fine. I'm not gonna run into the risk of dragging them all the way back to the other gas station, because we need so much room for killing. That Nick, though, it's really kind of annoying. When I was checking the traits for the character, I was wondering, should I take Brave to have less issue with panic? But the thing is that, you know, as you survive for more and more weeks, your natural panic reduction increases, so Brave becomes almost pointless at that point. A couple watches. I did, by the way, also when I was checking through the other settlements, found a couple more adhesive tapes and duct tapes, so I did a little bit more of the disposable lighter thing, crafting and disassembling thing. That was a solid kill streak here on those guys. Okay, must consider this cleared. Okay, it's not cleared yet. How about now? No alarm. So it's always a good sign. We can test out with this thing if the gas pump actually still has some fuel in it, because we do see that out of gas sign. I'm fairly certain that only applies to one of the potential 4 pumps there. Yeah, so can still go here, take fuel. No problem whatsoever. I think we're just going to leave this thing here. This is for a potential future generator that we're going to need once power goes out. Which, we're like, what, 9 days, 10 days in? What's this saying? How long have we survived? 10 days. So, still have 140 5 bullets left, so I don't need to unpack any more boxes just now. So how busy is this area gonna be? Yes. No cool cards. I think we're just gonna start shooting a little bit. I don't want to do another burn. I wouldn't mind doing another pipe explosion, but we don't have any pipe bombs left. Maybe we do another burn. Alright, let's just do it. I think this is gonna be too much for just shooting. Let me actually open a box of shotgun shells. Look, if we burn in, then we want to have something to call in all the zombies. Come in at me. Just want to make sure that this looks a little bit like the typical survivor group. I'm not seeing anyone who looks like a survivor zombie. Let's do a little bit of scouting before we commit to any of this here. Let's see how many are here near the general store, and if the general store is actually there, or if it's burnt down. Okay, it's not burnt down, but yeah, the more I look at this, the more I think this looks like a perfect, nice area for a little campfire. So I guess let's ring the dinner bell. Didn't reload. Yeah. Also, there's somebody. Oh, look at the backpack crew here. Okay, we gotta do some precision adventure here. I see 2 people with a hiking backpack and 1 with a large backpack. There's no way I'm burning that down. Keep the backpack crew engaged here with arms outstretched, with arms wide open. Losing the big backpack guy. Come on, you can do this. Tasty, tasty brains right here. Still a little bit beta blockers left. Okay, I think we're gonna drag them like down to here, and then we start shooting with the revolver. Hopefully not pulling in any one of the other guys. And I just want to clear out those 3 backpack people. And mostly, you know, I'm just really interested in the large backpack guy. The hiking guys, whatever. Screw them. Screw everybody who's around with a hiking bag. Five shots, 5 kills. Oh, no, they all get back up. Okay. To 5. It's 5 shots. It's not that hard. Come on, you can do this. Yeah, I'm more conditioned to count to 3. 3 shall be the count. Don't continue counting to 4. 5's right out and all of that. Don't just count to 2 unless you continue counting to 3. You know, it's just ingrained. I don't know. I think we killed one of the hiking back crew. We don't see the large backpack lady. To be fair, I'm also not really looking all that closely right now. I'm just concerned about staying alive. About counting to 5. As I say that, I screwed up again. Come on now. Okay, there's the large backpack lady. Oh, it's the military backpack even. Not a survivor zombie though. No like books in the backpack. No shot. Isn't enough. We done here? Is that all? Everybody followed me? Okay, cool. How much ammo was that? A lot. That was almost 100 rounds. Okay, I don't think I care about the hoodie. I do care about everything I had in my backpack. General store. Then backpack, and everybody has a key to the general store, eh? Hiking backpack with some food in it. It's over there, is where we killed the first hiker. Shot, 1 kill. Now a big hiking backpack, nice. Well, we're settled for backpacks. So whenever we need to transport a bunch of stuff, now we've got 3 big hiking backpacks. And we got a nice mini backpack. 36 capacity. I'm just not used to being organized anymore. So nice. Okay. At this point, I think back to plan dinner bell. Unless I see more backpack people, and of course we gotta do the whole thing again. Although you might just say, hey, we got a military backpack, what else do we actually need here? I'm just gonna do a primary, secondary. Go first, ask questions later. Hydration backpack. Oh man, this guy with the satchel actually looks a little bit like a survivor, but I think that ship sailed. So we can like kill him here and then get everybody to not set him on fire. So it's another hiker here. Yeah. That's one of these situations. I did not expect this many zombies up here at that general store. Actually, I think this seems to be a trend in this run, where I'm like, everywhere I go, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this many zombies to be here. It's like, yeah, you should be learning by now. You set the population higher. So many hiking backpack dudes. Almost had a self-sustaining zombie fire horde here. Okay, do a little run here. Where's your satchel? Did I just make this up? Oh, it's a fishing basket that you have. What a wasted effort. Some random fisher guy. I'm curious if they're gonna be attracted to the big fiery ball of zombies rather than me and just gonna gather there. Maybe we can break line of sight with the Tracy a little bit. I don't want to get too far away, because I don't want them to start, you know, just running around city. It's just these two and these 3, 4, 5, 6. God damn it, okay. You know what? Sure. I'm gonna get you to the other zombies. We're gonna visit your friends. They're basically burning to see you. They should be around here. They were hot on my heels. I'm gonna give you a warm welcome. Oh yeah, and then for some reason half of the big ball of burning zombies stopped being burning. So I think we're gonna do a reasonable thing here. Get to the middle between the two groups and fire the shotgun. Get everybody accustomed again to what they're supposed to be doing. Well, here we go, burning again. At least we're keeping the fire away from the general store. So that part of the quote-unquote plan is working out-ish. Too far. Yes, well, the moment we get a freaking welding mask and can get a good supply of iron pipes to make pipe bombs, we're gonna stop the city burning stuff. And we're just gonna be exploding people. Zombies. I would never explode people. Just former people. Ah, there's another green backpack. Definitely one of the downsides of doing big burns. Yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of loot. You got anxiety from a loot pile in XCOM expiring. Don't do this in Project Zomboid. It's not gonna make you happy. I still have that face mask here, medical mask. Of course not. That would make too much sense to have something like this. Probably another fisher basket there. There is a fishing supply store just up the road here. So it kinda makes sense to attract this kind of audience. They have a burning passion for fishing. Ooh. It's a little bit sloppy here on the control key. Okay, at this point I'm just trying to, you know, laps around the zombies and wait for them all to expire. Get shot. I mean, there's a chance that those with the nice backpacks that were burning might not fully burn up. I don't know what determines whether or not you just see a pile of ashes or you still see a body. I think it's just really randomness. Trying to tag the guys that are not burning, so we don't have to wait for them to catch fire and then start burning eventually. Look at that. One of the hydration backpack guys didn't fully burn up. But I don't think any of the hiking backpacks made it. Oh, there's still a couple non-burners. Any day now. There was no opening. I thought there was an opening. There wasn't. Saw some digital watches somewhere over here. We're getting tired. I was really we're not doing that. We're gonna grab caffeine pills. I don't just want to burn and call it a day. I want to loot some stuff. There's a certain greater dread having a zombie that's on fire chasing you down. Beautiful. Alright, good thing we picked up the key for the general store, so we can just open the door. Let's grab an extra gas can. Saucepan. Dismantle a bunch of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff we need to clean in our base. So I've been picking up all the bleach and cleaning liquids and all that kind of stuff. Candy. Animal care. Are we gonna be planting something? I don't know. It's always this weird thing with the game starting in July, where most of the stuff is already past its planting season. So unless you survive and play for a full year, you barely get into any agriculture since build 42, which is kind of a little bit sad. Always liked the good farm. Hey, let's sell it. So I forgot to drop all these scopes back at home. Not fish and potato salad. Stress. We can disassemble these. I'm not sure. I think they might be needed for some electrical recipes, so I want to keep the power bars intact. Foil. That will also be needed for some stuff. We're gonna... we should totally just grab one of these big hiking backpacks. Secondary. Shoving stuff into that. Tools shelf, unfortunately, not the tools we're looking for. A box of course. Corned beef is one of the few canned foods where I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with it. Weighing 0.8, that's actually useful to pick up. Oh, look at that. They put me in the game. Tent. Nothing in here, and nothing in here. Okay. A little bit too over encumbered for my taste, so let's get back to the car. Oh, you look like a metalworking van. You more look like you could need a metalworking van. How to use generators, pliers, tongs, an crucible, spare pliers. It's just. We'll find. Okay, let's measure that also. What are we getting? Oh, we're so close. 60 XP. Might even be all the watches we collected today. Okay, all 3 watches. Probably not quite so. It's 60 XP. Okay, we still have some power in us. Caffeine pills are doing a wonderful job. Completely unrelated to them being apparently bugged in this version of the game and completely resetting your tiredness to 0. Put some stuff in here. All the stuff in here, yes. Good enough. Drive up top, and then, I mean, we kind of looted the general store fully. So I'm actually just really interested in the fishing store, although I don't think the fishermen usually have welding masks. I mean, I'm not a fisherman. Don't think I've ever seen one with a welding mask. You never know. Fishing books and magazines. That light, apparently, supposedly, is actually super good in terms of how much light it gives, and very, very slowly only uses the battery. There's a customer outside. Take him back, friend. Regular hiking backpack without anything in it. Yeah, we'll take it. Oh boy. Okay, a couple more guys than I expected, but we got this. Five shots. 5 shots. What are you even attacking? Strange. Well, if we ever need clay, there's a ton of clay here along the river. So that's gonna be good to know. Nearly a place like this should have welding mask, no? Ooh, rush beta blockers, yeah, we definitely need those. And I guess one thing we can quickly do while we're here is tear down the fryer and the extraction hods. Drawing book we already had, and yeah, I don't care for any of that beef. Alright, that's pretty much this area done. And since we're not really tired yet, I want to do a little quick exploration down the river. It's you know, just a couple residential houses, basically dotted all around the land between here and Riverside. And they're kind of semi-isolated. So I hope they're not gonna have huge hordes of zombies at them, but at this point, who knows. We should also check out these car wrecks that are in a really inconvenient location. Should just drag them to the side at some point. Why you have the weapon in your hands? I think this was just an animation thing. I don't think I actually did it with my elbow. Let's take an actual weapon in my hand for that. Dismantle from here. Strange. We just picked down there. This might have been in the sound radius of the shotgun shots. It's a. I thought that was a little shed, but it's a barn for animals. I don't think your average pig farmer is wearing a welding mask. But I don't know. I'm not a pig farmer. Shit. Yeah, trunk. Once. Fishing magazines. A lot of fishing stuff. Take the lighter. Oh yeah, adhesive tape. Adhesive tape has always been for me. Yeah, I don't care about it item, but apparently we need it for the electrical stuff. And I actually think we needed that proper toolbox. So that was also another good pickup. These barns sometimes have like tools littered in them. Sometimes they also have zombies in them. Well, it's nice here, like in the neighboring pens. Let's see, do some coveralls. No, I think I should be leaving. It was supposed to be a little exploration trip. Guess we can explore how many zombies are here on this place. Okay, just 2 more. And 38 has been fairly reliable, I have to say. Guess with aiming, what are we in at now? Aiming 3, halfway to 4. Not that crappy of a weapon anymore. We parked all the way over there. It's really getting late. But I kinda want to cram a little bit more exploration into this episode. So let's see where this road takes us. Oh, it takes us to a house, and then it also takes us away again. Alright. Yeah, as I said, you know, those houses, isolated houses with not many zombies around. Fairly chill setting out here. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You're more into a little bit of a chill time in the game. But yeah, we can also drive up that road there that leads towards Brandenburg, and that's again like there's a lot of area with like isolated farmhouses, and I'm sure not everyone will be completely overrun. The other option we could have is, of course, you know, head towards Riverside, do a big burn at the good old Riverside warehouse. You know, staple place for loot. And then we're gonna have, for sure, guaranteed 100% our welding mask. I gotta figure it out. I think what I'm gonna do, though, between episodes, I'm gonna spend some time in base, unload all the loot, you know, start making a little bit base organization, maybe even grabbing a mop and some bleach and cleaning up some of the places. Turn this house into a home. But that's all not gonna be here today. We'll leave it here. Double check, is my pillow in here? Where did I put that? Grab the pillow. That is somewhere in the trunk. Fresh roots. So grab the pillow. And see if that improves the sleep quality even further. Oh, to close the doors so I feel a little more safe upstairs. Yeah, exactly, that's what I wanted to do. Oh, we also don't have a door on the bedroom. Yikes. Alright, pillow in here. Not tired enough to sleep. Yeah, okay, so caffeine pills are a little bit broken right now. So yeah, I'm gonna just spend the day cleaning up this place. Picking up the trash. Going through this with a mop. Picking up this kind of stuff and unloading the cars, sorting out the loot a little bit. Maybe we bring some of these boxes downstairs to the garage area so we can put all the loot down there. I'm definitely going to bring most of the food up here into the kitchen. And maybe from the farmhouses we can organize us a nice barbecue we can put out here. Pick up the generator that was in that hunter house. We can put it up here. Should be enough to cover most of this factory. But for now, we're going to put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.